The Marshall Center is bringing together, especially in a seminar such as this, the Senior Executive Seminar, key policymakers, people who are experts already in their field, who are looking at the global challenges that their own countries face and trying to work them into the broader perspective of how other countries are dealing with it. So it's an opportunity to reach out to countries, to talk to them about our concerns and our interests, but also to hear from them, because a dialogue is essential for any really effective foreign policy. And it also, I believe, offers a great opportunity for the interchange among countries, so that for many of them the United States is one of their key relationships, but they also have important relationships with their neighbors and with countries further afield, and this is an opportunity for them to engage not only on American issues but on their own issues with other players. I do see great opportunities. In fact, we have just launched 2 new elements of the Bilateral Presidential Commission, a defense policy working group, which is among the policymakers, and also a military-to-military working group, which is headed by Admiral Mullen on our side, dealing with General Makarov on the Russian side. And both these elements, I think, have great opportunities to expand cooperation, to work through practical areas of cooperation on missile defense in particular, on the military-to-military side, but also to look at some of the other challenges that we and Russia face together. Not just logistical supply to Afghanistan, although that's a key element in what we're trying to do with Russia, but also cooperation in anti-piracy efforts on the Horn of Africa, counterterrorism efforts. We did a very interesting exercise earlier this year, or the end of 2010, with Russia, which involved the scenario of a hijacked plane being followed by American forces and Canadian forces through our airspace, and then handed over to Russian forces when it reached Russian airspace. Those sorts of practical cooperation efforts, search and rescue efforts, I think we can move forward with Russia on as well. And then working also on joint efforts in peacekeeping operations around the globe. I think missile defense has the potential to be a game changer, where we begin to see Russia not as a potential adversary or a country of suspicion, but a true partner in a joint effort. It's unrealistic to think of Russia joining NATO anytime in the future, but something which will begin to change the views in Russia and in the United States with regard to our role together working on issues has great perspectives for the future.